Last orders at the bar, please.
Welcome to Tavern Tales, a curated 5e Dungeons & Dragons adventure set in the tales of the Yawning Portal campaign module by Wizards of the Coast. Previously on Tavern Tales, Eldeth fell, Oscar dashed, Thorgrim huffed and puffed, and Tessakar dove in after her? Now with the twins both in a fast-flowing river, can the others save them?
Come sit down and drink with the enemy, raise a glass and toast to the enemy, and I'm not gonna do this on my own. So come sit down and laugh with the enemy, raise a glass and sing to the enemy, and I'm not gonna do this on my own. So I won't end up being alone, 'cause I won't drink my drink alone. So what about you? One beer or two, I'll drink to you.
So Eldeth has in her hand a scroll that she's trying to read. Mm-hmm. So you have to open the scroll to read. You need to make, in order to get a hold of Tessakar, a 12 difficulty check. You would have disadvantage because you're in the slippery water, but because you're using your immovable rod, you just make a regular check. You would like to spend a blue. That means you now have advantage on your check. Go ahead and make your roll.
And it's DC 12?
Can I give him guidance?
No, unfortunately.
Okay. Didn't think so.
What is it, strength or athletics?
Athletics check.
11.
Just didn't make it. Tessakar's hand is just too slick and slippery, and you connect wrists, but you're in the water and your hands slide and it's palm to palm, and then it's fingers to fingers, and Tessakar is ripped from your hands, but you may make a strength saving throw to haul that other hand over and grasp Oscar's hand.
A saving throw?
Yes, DC 12. Are you just going to straight roll the die, or are you going to spend for advantage?
Okay.
Okay.
You just want me to spin my jumps. I see.
I really like giving them to you, so
Yeah,
I want
I
to
know.
get them back so I can give them to you again. Okay.
I always stockpile things because I'm so nervous the entire
All right.
time.
Roll your 2d20s.
And it's saving throw, right?
Yes.
Which is based off charisma? No, it's not.
No, it's your strength saving throw.
Oh, bollocks.
No bonuses. Just rolling for a 12.
Please, one of you. Fuck. Nope.
Didn't make it.
Nope. 10.
That is also insufficient. That other hand misses. Gone. Not even another word, like the blackness swallows Tessakar. But Eldeth is passing by, and you may make a saving throw if you would like to. Yes.
Because I wanted to try and cast my scroll before she went under.
So it takes the whole round to cast the scroll. So you're both moving along.
Okay.
So I'm just moving you along. So your Tessakar is moving a full 20 feet. You are also moving a full 20 feet. So you'll just be 10 feet behind Tessakar.
Okay.
You're moving with the flow, reading a scroll. Oscar's going to make a grab for you as well.
Okay.
To be fair, you probably have no idea where Tessakar is, only that barely knowing that Tessakar is there at all, based on water and movement and whatnot, the likelihood is dim. Anyway, you may make a check to grab Eldeth.
DC 12 again?
No, this is a DC 15.
18 on the dice.
You have grabbed Eldeth. Well, how does Eldeth feel about that?
Sad.
Seriously?
I was really excited to try this, and I had a whole color thing planned out.
I'm sure you'll still get the opportunity to use Water Walk. Trust me.
She kind of goes limp as he grabs her hand, and just kind of like, as he's pulling her out, it's like when you try to pull a dog that wants to lay down on the sidewalk.
I'll just be fair. He might not have been able to grab your hand, given that you were messing around with a scroll at the time.
Oh, yeah.
So where did you grab Eldeth?
By the scruff.
Yeah, I was going to say, because you mentioned the dog by the scruff of your neck.
Grab her by the yarmulke.
No, I
By my
grabbed...
bubble.
I grab a good hunk of her chainmail on her back.
Oh, great. Yeah, that's a good color. I like it. Yeah, and you stop her forward momentum, and the two of you are not... Yeah, no, I like the dice to check this. So Tessakar is very light. Eldeth is very heavy, and Eldeth is not the one you were grabbing for initially. So how is that grip strength on that immovable rod? Let's make a DC 20. No, let's make... Eldeth is really heavy, dude. What's your constitution modifier?
3.
Okay.
Or like the actual number?
Yeah, no, the modifier. 16. Wow. Okay, let's make a DC 12 strength check.
I was going to say we could go against my strength.
Opposing strength checks.
But he has to hold on to the immovable rod. That's the key.
Or else then I'm going in. And
Yep, you're gone as well.
I can't say that.
No, can't give it.
Okay, 18 on the dice.
Yeah.
What's your? Do you have a modifier?
It's 20 total.
You managed to hold on. The grip slips and the hand slides. Then he pulls it up enough, and then he pulls the two arms together as he brings Eldeth out, and he's so happy he bought that Bowflex.
Do chest flies.
And Eldeth, you're hauled out of the water just in time, coughing, spluttering. But can you make a quick DC 12 strength check to hold on to that scroll?
With disadvantage, right?
Yeah, because you have exhaustion.
Ah, crap. Oh, fuck. 7.
Ooh, the scroll is ripped from your hands and pulled down the current.
And Eldeth dives in after it.
She jumps back in.
How pissed would Oscar be?
He would just give up. He'd be like, fuck you.
No, another white one? Jeez, girl.
Yeah, I spend them. I don't hold on to them.
Yeah, I do. I'm bad.
I only have 2.
Hold on.
Oh God, not you again. The scroll had been ripped from her hands and pulled down the...
No. Sorry, no.
Bartender, cut him off.
I don't need to be cut off.
The puppet too.
I like my beer. The scroll was stayed. It got stuck to the chainmail like a fishing hook. And it hung on.
You're right. I recall that.
Yeah, you dummy.
Although I do remember that Eldeth herself did not know it was there for several moments more in the adventure.
That is
makes
correct.
a great deal of sense. Excellent.
You can continue.
Thank you so very much
Welcome.
for the gift of your attendance at the story today.
I'm so smart.
SMRT.
Oh boy.
I would not gainsay your mother in this regard.
Why are you talking about my mom?
She always said you are very smart.
Oh. Okay.
Please do cut him off. And we move to round 4. Tessakar, you are hurled down. Make a strength check.
Bloody hell.
With disadvantage, of course, because you are exhausted.
I know. I
Yeah,
got 2
okay,
here.
that's good.
I'm
Yeah.
rolling. 11.
That is not enough, again, to be pulled 20 feet down. And please roll 1d6.
5.
You take 5 damage as you're bashed against the rocks on the top, the bottom, and one of the sides as you're spit out this dark enclosure coming out into another room. You see air and dim light from Fogram's torch as Fogram sees a dark shape blob up and down in the water. That's Tessakar.
Sorry,
Your
I
expression
thought it
was
was
like,
Shubsy.
it's a shark.
No, I was thinking
It's
Shubsy.
a river shark. Chubsy's not around.
Tessakar, shark, doo.
No, no. That's all I have to say. No.
That was the first thing we heard when we got on the first plane, was playing on the seat behind us.
Many times on repeat.
Daddy shark, doo. You don't know that?
Oh, you are so
Where
freaking
have you
lucky.
been?
No, don't let him live in his
Do you
peace.
don't know it either, do you?
I do.
It's a camp song that turned into a viral anything.
Yeah, and now like DJs have been playing it, and orchestras have played it.
Fogram.
Yes.
This long, narrow cavern is half filled with an underground river flowing along at a rapid pace. A narrow ledge on the north side, where you're standing, overlooks the river. A bridge of stone spans the river, leading to a larger ledge on the south side that follows the course of the river to the east. And you can see, basically, there are two estuaries feeding into one torrent. That torrent only goes 20 feet before being complete, like it just sinks into stone. And you see Tessakar pop up on the other side of where you were just running from and start to move into that massive flowing river from the tiny, like it's only 5 feet wide torrent that's pulling him down this estuary into the larger river. You're standing in the entrance. You see this happen. What would you like to do? You are a total of 25 feet exactly from where Tessakar is/will be.
I was going to say, where will they be? Do I see anything potentially in that area, like in 25 feet, that I could grab onto while yeah, probably not. I thought so.
It is slick stone and Tessakar moving towards certain death.
Here's my plan. Tell me if I can do all of this in an action. I want to drink one of my potion of water breathing.
Okay.
Just in case.
Sure. That's a free action. Boom. Quaffed.
Okay. Then I am going to pull up my war pick as I'm running.
Okay.
And drive it into the ground.
Okay.
As I reach for Tessakar, like in a fell.
I mean, you don't need to drink the water breathing.
It's just in case I slip and fall into the river. I am worried about drowning.
Okay, yeah, I get that, but you would be able to drink it your next round if you fall into the river.
Would I easily be able to get my potion
Absolutely,
to drink it?
yeah.
Okay.
You're an adventurer. You keep those things in a place where you know that if you're going to slip and fall into a river, and there's a river, it's nearby.
Okay, so skip that part. I'm just going to run with my axe, drive my axe into the ground, and reach.
It's not an axe.
Pick. Sorry.
There we go, yeah.
Sorry,
That's an important thing because an axe wouldn't be driven into the ground, so...
my war pick into the ground.
What was that expression?
I just heard Paige's stomach growl from across the table.
My stomach has a monster in it.
Do you need another tidbit to make it happy?
There's no birthday ones left, so she doesn't want any. All right, Fogrim, what are you going to do?
I pull out my war pick and I run as quickly as I can to where Tessakar is going to be. I drive it into the ground as firmly as I can, and I reach over, leave my hand over so that Tessakar can come and grab my hand. And I call out for Tessakar. Tessakar!
All right, let's do this.
Okay.
Roll good, girl.
What do I need to roll?
Well, you need to make your swim check again, which is a strength check with disadvantage because you're exhausted.
Bloody hell, nope.
So you
double
failed. Floundering and splashing and coughing and spluttering. What does Tessakar say? Or is Tessakar like failing? You feel deliberately because he is making the sacrifice and just like, why am I not dead yet?
Tessakar is kind of just leaving it up to fate now.
Yes. Fate and family.
And he's also really tired because he is kind of, he's not old in reality, but he's old.
Yeah, he's
he had a
physically
sacrifice.
old.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
He's exhausted even more so. He's only got 11 hit points, so heavy breathing ensues. / choking on water.
But there is a loud crack in the stone nearby you as some sort of resounding boom comes through the water from the stone of this driven war pick into the ground. You don't know what it is. It's just a large booming sound. And suddenly there is a meaty ham fist with really stubby fingers, really red hairy. The back of the hand is super hairy and the knuckles are really coarse hairy too. Suddenly it's there in your face, questing for a hand. Make your check.
So I just do a strength check?
Be just you would have disadvantage, but you use the war pick to your advantage to jab it into the earth. So make that strength check to grab Tessakar.
11.
That is not enough.
I didn't think so.
Your hesitancy and disinterest in ever spending gems
I only have white ones.
No, okay, well, there you go. I mean, I'll always take a white one for a blue one, but I'm just kidding. I don't.
I'll gladly have a hamburger today.
I'll gladly pay you tomorrow for a hamburger today.
Sounds like
Such
a great
an old
deal.
person reference. Has that come up in Riverdale yet? Has he made that?
No.
That's not even close to anything from Archie ever.
Riverdale
What?
has gotten like
Yeah.
super satanic.
Have you seen anything in Riverdale?
No.
Has nothing to do with Archie whatsoever, just the character
Yeah,
names.
it's
That's
just
the
the
only thing
characters.
that's the same.
I mean,
Oh.
there is Pops and there is, but
Like I
it's
said, just the characters' names.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that's the same.
Yeah.
Everything about the characters are completely different.
Oh,
It's
Jughead
very
and Betty are
disappointing.
dating.
that happens in the comics,
Yeah.
though.
Not
So-
like this.
Not like this.
You may make an additional dexterity check with disadvantage to grab Oscar's outstretched hand. Fogrim's outstretched hand.
I don't have guidance. I didn't pick that. so
I
I'm
can't
sorry.
take
I know.
I can't.
You
do,
can't.
There's no
You're
guidance.
using your action or using your. So this is your action right here.
I just know this is not gonna work, so I'm just like,
I've made a prediction in my head already.
Oh, fucking no.
Didn't work, did it?
no, I rolled a 1 and a 19.
Yeah. Together they make a 20, which is the distance you travel away from Fogrim. That's your fourth round. What are the two of you doing in the fourth round?
Okay, I would like to know, do we still have that rope? I don't know. We had a rope at some point.
We have the rope.
I mean,
have
you
the
have
rope.
rope.
But who has the rope?
There is some rope left. I think you used a whole bunch of rope,
My
but
question is,
Yeah, we
why
tied
hasn't
up some
anyone
people.
used it yet?
Well, who has it? Or do
Who does
we?
have it?
Take your fucking rope then.
Do you know how much rope we have left?
yes,
How much rope do we have left?
an amount of rope.
So my thought is if Priscilla is with me,
Okay.
so if I took the rope and had it in my hand and Priscilla took the other end of it, and as she passed each person, gave them a part of the rope and brought it and threw it to Tessakar, and then all three of us can leverage the rope to pull him out.
So you want to run with rope. While running, grab Priscilla, tie the rope around Priscilla.
No, just have her carried in her mouth.
She doesn't move any faster than you do.
Well, she doesn't fly faster?
No.
Like a plane flies faster than a car?
She just flies
Damn
like
it.
the same sort of speed.
Does Jot fly faster?
Jot moves the same speed you guys do
I was flying the same speed as running,
because they're just little things.
but even little things fly faster than I. Like if I'm running, a bird can fly faster than me.
I mean, I could look up their speeds, but I don't really care at this point. So,
Okay, no fair. Just trying not to die.
yep. Every option you can take. I'm totally trying to be supportive of you not dying. The dice don't want to help. Of course, you could have spent a blue.
I forgot.
Because I am exhausted, Priscilla in this instance could technically be faster than me because I'm probably pretty tired from fighting the river.
You are tired and you have disadvantage, but your movement is not impeded at this point.
Okay, so can I just run and throw the rope then?
You can run. So,
I wanted to get like this cool train thing going on with like leverage and...
Rope's a good idea, though.
it is 50 feet from where you're laying on the ground to get to Fogrim, but you have to spend half your movement to get up to your feet. You can move and get to Fogrim right now.
But then I wouldn't. Would I still have a bonus action to use the rod again and try and grab Tessakar?
So
again?
it would be your regular action. You would use your
Okay.
bonus action to dash. You would use your regular action to move. You would have enough movement as well, especially if you left. Two things. If you took the rope, if you had the rope, wherever it is, if you have the rope and if you leave the immovable rod where it is for the moment, you have the time and the distance allotment to get there if you would like to. And then you would still have your action.
I want to leave my rod. I loves my rod.
I mean, it's just literally hanging in the air.
Could I technically get up and throw the rope to him?
Or he could have the rope. I mean,
Yeah.
it wasn't really clear as to who had the rope.
Okay.
So
I just want-
He could always
Absolutely.
take the rope and you could grab the rod and then follow. Because you're going to take a time anyways to get up.
Let's do that then. I will take the rope. I will book it. I'll leave you. Get my rod.
Okay, Eldeth, you're laying there. He's left the rod behind. You could get to Tessakar if you would like to, if you grabbed the rod.
If I grabbed the rod, I could get to Tessakar?
Yes, the rod glows with a kind of reddish light momentarily as Ilmater tells you that if you took this rod, you could save the day.
I'm going to do that.
Okay, you grab the rod, push the
Yeah.
button, it's now free. What do you do with your action?
I'm so...
Save the day.
Jump in the water. Go through the water.
Oh my god, that'd be so fun.
And then you click the rod as soon as you get to me.
Be the water.
and be the sacrifice. Is that what? Can I jump in?
Absolutely. If that's because you're strong enough and powerful enough.
And I would basically open the rod.
The rod doesn't open up.
Yeah, I could try and describe
okay.
how my rod works. I know how it works.
But I was figuring it out.
Has one button.
Yeah, but I didn't know that. I've never used it.
It's true.
Eldeth has never used it.
Eldeth doesn't even really know where the rod has been. But listen to Tavern Tales this Wednesday, and you will know where the rod has been.
I remember that.
Or don't listen to Tavern Tales this Wednesday because it's dark. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to listen to the voice in my head from Ilmater, and I'm going to grab the rod and I'm going to jump in the river.
All right.
Bloody hell.
And I'm going to lunge on him.
You throw yourself into the water. You're pulled into this dark thing. Roll a d6.
Do I have a disadvantage on it still?
It's just a d6. You're going to take some damage from the bashing through this corridor.
3.
3 points of bashing damage as you bounce through this corridor and come out the other end. You're there, Oscar. You're right next to Fogrim. Fogrim's face is... Want to describe it?
It's just sheer disappointment in himself, just because he didn't get Tessakar, and he's just like droopy face. He's just
Crestfallen.
Yeah.
I will point out that when I mentioned that and I asked if Allison wanted to describe that, Allison's eyes got real glassy. They were like normal and then they were glassy. So
Don't cry.
this is important.
It's okay.
It's a moment and we're all having it. You're there. The Warpick is there. Fogrim's body is laid out and it's dry on the back of Fogrim. He's got these like thick tufts of back hair, which are perfect for holding on to. So what would you like to do?
I'm going to take the rope and throw it and try and get it to Tessakar in the water.
Sure. Make a use rope check.
What do I compare that to?
A summer's day.
I fail the rope check.
What's your dexterity? Your strength, because it's really what we're rolling here.
2.
So what did you get total?
4.
So you throw the rope 5 feet in front of you because you didn't let out enough slack. It's right there, laying on the river, on the water. Tessakar is 5 feet past it.
Recoil and throw again, buddy.
So
I mean-
is that really? So is that really what happened? Is that really what you did?
No, it's not what I did.
So your last one.
I have more.
All right, you're paying a white gem. You can't use the rope anymore. So what do you want to do, Oscar?
Wait, can't I use the white gem to tell what actually happened when I threw the rope?
Well, you made the check. You would spend a blue gem to have advantage on it. You're spending a white gem to say that's not how the story went. The story went a different way. What did he do instead of throwing the rope? Poorly. He did what?
Because the Warpick is still stuck in the ground, right?
Mm-hmm. Fogrim is still attached to the Warpick, and Fogrim is still laying out on the ground, reaching, sad face.
My hand's even trembling
Hands
a little bit over
clenching
the river.
and unclenching, but why isn't that hand there?
And how far ahead is Tessakar?
Oh, like 3 feet.
Okay.
Not hardly anything. Just out of range. You literally came up just as the slipped free.
Grab.
Tell me how you interrupt the story.
I'm thinking of how to describe it.
Is this the first time you've interrupted the story?
In this, because I did it the last...
In this adventure?
Yes.
All right, so you get to do a new person.
Oh, I thought you wanted us to do an old, like the same person we did before.
Not from Sunless Citadel.
Oh, okay.
It's a different storyteller, a different time.
I don't know how this is going to go, but
Well,
okay.
All right. You may freely incorporate what's happening over here as well. No, I meant what's happening with Eldeth.
I took a glowing rod and jumped into the river. My god spoke to me and told me to take it.
For the team.
And then I jumped into the river to get him.
Excuse me. I don't think that's actually what happened there.
Is that a talking burrow?
No, it's this story guy. I'm in the back here. Ain't no fucking donkey.
All right.
So, what really happened was this Oscar, he threw the rope and it didn't go very far, but then what he did was he actually ran across Fogrim, who was laying on the ground like a fucking idiot. And he grabbed onto his other arm and kind of slid down into the water and grabbed a hold of Tessakar there.
Oh.
So there's like a chain of the 3 fucking idiots in the water there.
It's an idiot chain.
You're right. No, of course you're right. I'm so sorry. Thank you for speaking up in the back.
You're not a very good storyteller.
I'm gonna stop giving you all white gems.
Can you be stroking like a kitty when you do that?
Yeah, I could next time. I get another white one.
His bubbles.
Your forward momentum, Tessakar, is completely halted as Oscar has grabbed you by the back of your robes and arrested you. Yeah, right underneath the armpits. It just jerks you there. Your neck is left free, and you're just floundering as this dark black water is rushing past you. And Eldeth passes. Kind of like floating, swinging, swimming by. You see what's going on. You push your little button. Stop. Kind of just hang out. Melusine rushes up, helps everybody get out of the water, helps pull Eldeth out, pushing and unpushing the button as you go. As you are all freed from this torrent that, had you not made it at this point, you would have gone 3 miles underground. And even if you had potions of water breathing and caps of water breathing and cloaks of the manta ray, the amount of bashing damage you would have taken from hitting the rocks as you move through this underground stream would doubtlessly still have killed your poor dwarven frames and washed you up in the mere on the other side of the Stone Tooth Mountain that you saw earlier. That icky looking lake.
Yep.
But no one has died.
Does that mean no one was sacrificed?
Who knows what the voice was asking for or saying?
And
The
I'll
voice.
jump back in.
I still say it was for a sack of rice. You guys all just misheard it.
Exhausted as Tessakar and Eldeth are, you still have the ability to see what lays around you. There is a stone bridge over the river that leads further along, and dimly you can make out hewn stairs leading down that are on the south side of that bridge. Furthermore, there is a pathway, quite a wide embankment along the southern side that leads to some stairs up and around a bend.
Do either of the passages indicate any of the dwarven fixings?
Even though they are rough-hewn, they are still dwarven steps.
Both of them?
Both of them.
Is there any writing anywhere or anything?
Not that you can make out in the dark where you are. But if you reconvene back to where the waterfall was, you can see the wooden doors that are there. So those are really your options. You have the wooden doors, as well as you have these 2 different sets of steps up and down on the other side of the bridge.
Well, Tessakar needs a moment.
Yes.
I was going to say.
He's gonna look over at Eldeth and, very uncharacteristically angry, he's going to look at her and he's just gonna yell, "You damn nerd!" And he's gonna go stomping off and hide in the corner because he's actually crying because he was so scared.
Oh, Tessakar, that's been the most fun we've had since we were kids. It reminded me of that log ride that we took down the mini waterfall. That's why I jumped.
I didn't think it was very fun.
Yeah, Tessakar's not looking at you. And he's not happy in the least.
Now you know what it feels like not to be happy about your sibling.
What do you guys think? Should we take a long rest to get rid of their exhaustion and get them?
Foggy kind of wants to hit Eldeth, makes you angry. So maybe we need a break.
Hit my mail, see what happens, bitch.
You want to go?
Do you guys want to do
I have
that?
no issue hitting a woman.
Duel. Is there duels in D&D? Does that happen?
We don't have like pistols, so it wouldn't be like that kind of duel.
No, like
10 paces. What kind of duel
Like
do you
in
want?
World of Warcraft.
a World of Warcraft duel.
Sorry, I was thinking like history. My bad.
Oh, we're going to slap you with a white glove. Poof. I demand a duel.
Everything is wet.
Everything.
Yeah, you said slap you with a wet glove. Everything is wet.
We said
white
white glove.
Yeah, I know, but it's wet.
Oh, I get it.
A wet white glove.
That would hurt more.
Yeah, it
and
would.
more insulting. Definitely duel you.
Eldeth pulls a towel out of her bag and
Right tails it.
No, I think long rest is a good choice. So get some hit points back.
Long rest. Long rest.
For me to be less
Yeah.
angry.
Well,
Yep.
it seems like we haven't encountered anything, which is kind of nice.
What do you mean we haven't encountered anything? We encountered fishing
You-
you two idiots out of the waterfall.
No, but like
Whoa.
lions, tigers, and bears. Oh my. Trolls or
Just let's nap.
mosquitoes.
Just so you don't have, because if we get into an encounter while you guys have disadvantage, that's on like your attack rolls and
Yeah.
shit.
No, you guys nap and you and I can keep watch. Yeah, because we don't need anything back.
How many hit points do we get back again if we take a long rest?
All of them.
And then you guys they lose their exhaustion point.
Oh, and I'll get my spell.
You're
slot
Oscar.
back.
You're gonna stay up with me though.
Yeah,
Okay.
because I'm good. I
Because
decided.
I know a certain DM likes to throw things at us when we don't do that.
Bandit comes and steals 7 oxen in the night while you sleep. Damn it.
Not the oxen.
I'm pretty sure if that had happened with how sick I was, I would have had an asthma attack and died because I wouldn't have wanted to use the U.S. healthcare.
No, don't go to the U.S.
There was one point though where I was like, the cold medication wasn't working, so I was like, how much do you think it costs to go to a clinic here? And then Aaron talked me out of it.
Yeah, no.
You guys didn't have health insurance, travel insurance or whatever? Doesn't that do something?
Travel insurance.
That's for bitches.
Oh.
No, I think I have travel insurance with my MasterCard, but I
I
don't
mean,
want to risk
it would have been covered with our benefits at work, but we would have had to still pay up front.
Yeah.
Some special abilities and environmental hazards, such as starvation and the long-term effects of freezing or scorching temperatures, or falling off a waterfall, can lead to a special condition called exhaustion. Exhaustion is measured in 6 levels. An effect can give a creature 1 or more levels of exhaustion, and if you suffer another effect that causes exhaustion, your level goes up. The only way to reduce a level of exhaustion is by finishing a long rest, which you are about to do. So yes, and you also have to eat and drink during that long rest. When you're at level 1 exhaustion, you have disadvantage on ability checks. At level 2, your speed is halved, which makes you slower. At level 3, you have disadvantage on attack rolls and saving throws. And then at 4, your hit point maximum is halved. At 5, your speed is reduced to 0. And at 6, you just plain die.
Damn.
I read this rule set out because, Fogrim, if you choose to engage your rage before taking a long rest, you will start to incur more and more exhaustion.
Okay.
So right now, you would technically, after having raged the 3 times at one time, you would still be at level 2 exhaustion coming back out of this long rest. But we were using the rage and how you were falling out of rage incorrectly. So the next time we get into combat, I'll explain a bit better as to how that works.
Okay.
That's kind of harsh that you only lose 1 point of exhaustion per long rest.
Well, and it's kind of nice because we were only level 1 exhaustion, so we would have been fine on attack rolls at that point.
Yes.
Right.
All right.
You still need your hit points back though.
Yeah, you guys.
I still had tons.
How much did you have left?
I still had 28.
You finished the long rest. Your hit points have been returned to you. Any expended hit die will have been returned to you. And you are free to do what you will.
I am a little curious about the doors, but the stairs down also seems like a good option.
Yeah.
So I'm torn between those 2 options.
Why don't you go to the doors and inspect them, and I'll go and inspect the stairs down and see if there's any sounds or engravings around the art.
Sounds great. The doors are swollen from the humidity and will not open without a great deal of strength tugging at them. But you're not going to do that with your party members all split off. Right? Because that would be the dumbest thing to do in the world.
Pogram doesn't have a high intelligence. So, well, I would not do that. I'm just...
I know
I
that
know.
you like to say he doesn't have a high intelligence.
doesn't.
But his intelligence is still
11.
exact.
Yeah, it's still something.
He is not an idiot. He doesn't have a
You can't say that. Never doing that.
he's not an idiot. He doesn't have a negative to his intelligence modifier.
Fair.
So when he sees the swollen doors, realizes, okay, nothing's coming in or out of those anytime soon, heads back to see what Eldeth found. Eldeth, the stairs down are flooded. Like, you go take one step and the rest of it is all filled with water.
And for whenever people split, wherever Eldeth is, Tessakar is not. So if Eldeth went to the stairs, Tessakar would have gone to the doors with Foggy.
Sure, or Tessakar's just still hanging out by the little campsite you guys made by the river.
Yep, that's actually pretty possible.
The water, so the room that's filled with water, is it still water or
It
is
is
it
still
moving?
water, and it is about 5 feet deep. So it's over your head.
Oh yeah, we're dwarves. It's like 5 feet's not that bad.
Here, I will read to you, though. A short flight of stone steps leads down to a wooden door that stands half open. Dark, stagnant water pools in the small landing at the base of the steps and in the doorway, presumably filling the room beyond as well, and the area entirely smells of rot.
The only thing I'm thinking is we have our water stuff for a reason.
Yeah. I still feel like it would be good to explore those doors, and then we could always come back to those stairs.
Can Eldeth then go check the stairs going up and see if there's anything prominent about those stairs or those entrances or...
Sure.
Tessakar's reading a book.
So you stealthily, but you're wearing chainmail, so not so well at that, sneak your way around the corridor and go up the stairs, and the rock stairs climb steeply, turning north, and then descend toward the east into a cavern very much like the one you just left, but smaller. A ledge along the river continues east to a door on the north wall, and the rushing river separates you from a ledge on the southern side. A large stalagmite that does not seem to have a corresponding stalactite stands in the middle of the southern ledge, and a cave fish flops helplessly on the bank nearby. There does appear to be, around the corner on the northern side, the ability to move further into the room.
And in any of these instances, the doors, the down, the up, we haven't heard any noises coming from
You hear
anywhere.
nothing noise, plop, 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 from the
That's
fish.
I don't know, I'm still wanting the doors.
Yeah,
That's how
I think
I'm
we check
feeling.
those out first before, because that might just be a room.
Treasure. Oh, treasure.
Or a big giant mountain ogre that we have to fight.
Yeah. Either way. I'm down.
What about the rest of our party that is so silent? Actually, Eldeth runs over to Foggy to tell him what she's seen and describe, because obviously the party separated, and tries to get the party to come together.
Sure, you all come together and you explain what you've all have seen and make a choice as to what you'd like to do.
I think Melusine sings Come Together by the Beatles to make sure everybody comes together.
Come together
Right now. Over here.
Clever.
Right near me?
Oh, that else. Mine, I don't know. Both are good. Both are good. So, I think we should try to open that door because I'm curious of what is behind it.
There is one door to the south on the south side and one door on the north side. 2 doors, probably to 2 different rooms.
Some more decisions.
It's like a room of decisions.
Door number 1 or door number 2?
So you pick a door and you try to open it, but it requires a strength check in order to do so. So make a strength athletics check, Fogrim.
Can I assist?
Of course you may. What'd you get, Fogrim?
17 was good.
You're not skilled at athletics?
No.
Okay, good to know. Are you skilled at athletics?
No.
I'm just really strong.
Anybody get skilled at athletics?
I have a 2 in athletics.
Okay.
That's
That
what
would
you
be
get for
skilled.
strength.
Oh, so I guess maybe. I don't know.
No, so none of you are skilled at survival or athletics. That's fine.
No, remember, I have survival.
Dungeoneers, you all are. Yes.
Yeah.
The door gives way grudgingly, revealing a low chamber of dressed stone. This chamber is filled with what appears to be rotten food. Barrels of salted meat gone bad and just turned into a liquidy goop.
Ugh.
Sacks of flour or grain covered in russet-colored mold, and turns of cider that have been turned to vinegar.
Sack of rice. I found it.
2... What did I read? Rice. Anyway,
You said grain. I just assumed.
2 open archways in the east wall lead to a similar room, and 2 more openings are dimly visible beyond that. The floor just past the first archway gleams wetly. The rooms are 30 feet by 30 feet, and it seems to be one long series of rooms with open archways, right where those doors, so you only see the one door. So obviously the other door opens to different rooms, and you see 2 archways, one to the north and one to the south. And right where the door is, that's where that archway is that leads all the way across to the east.
Can I call on Ilmatter to give me a sense of direction of where to go?
Sure, yeah. You suddenly feel a tug and you know where north is.
As in to go north, or I just know which
You just know
direction?
where north is now.
Damn it.
Freaking ale matter.
One of the doors can't glow like the rod did.
I've taken my rod back, by the way.
Are you sure you could find it?
Oh my.
What's behind door number 2?
Not going to go and investigate this room and check out all the rotten food and see what all the horribleness is, see if there's anything of value in there.
I just want to open the doors. And then make an informed decision after opening all the doors.
All right. So
Eldeth would like to... She plugs her nose.
I will also advise that if you don't deal with problems and you open a door and then you move on to another room and don't deal with the problems, you'll end up just dealing with all of the problems in one go.
That'd be a lot.
But
I could just close
that's
the door,
fine.
right?
It's like Monsters, Inc.
Oh, this door does not close again. It's not closing ever again. Now that you've opened it, it will never close.
Okay, have a little look around.
Yeah, you can go over to the other door to the south and push it open, the two of you together. I don't even need a roll. You open it up and it opens onto the southern door into this area was swollen shut as well. And you push it and burst it open. And this entire room is empty. There's nothing in this lengthy room that stretches probably 50 feet, not nearly as long as the room to the north. And there is nothing in it.
No tunnels.
It looks like it was just a storeroom that the dwarves maintained, like ingots of iron and mithril and other, expensive, well-maintained goods. There are wooden racks that are devoid of anything, and you immediately conjecture that it is likely the orcs, when they raided this place initially, broke into here, carried everything out of it, all of the things of value, and left. Hence why I was willing to read that one. Returning to the room to the north, where you've opened the doors, you plug your noses with the intent to move into the room to the north, and as you move into this foul-smelling room, the storyteller pauses for a glass of water, and we'll pick this up next time.
Raise a glass and drink with the enemy. Raise a glass and sing with the enemy. And I'm not gonna do this on my own. And raise a glass and toast to the enemy. Raise a glass and sing to the enemy. And I'm not gonna do this on my own.
This concludes this episode of Tavern Tales, a curated Dungeons & Dragons 5e game set in the Tales of the Yawning Portal adventure module by Wizards of the Coast. Our intro and outro music is the song Tavern Tales by the Bad Billy Band. You can find out more about the Bad Billy Band on iTunes or at www.badbillyband.com or follow them on Twitter at badbillyband. Thanks for listening. Please feel free to leave us a review on iTunes or find us on Twitter at tavern_tales. We'll be back next week with more of the adventure.